Hi, welcome to the Evolutionary Bridge. My name is Caleb, and in today's video I'm talking about integral theory stage green. This is part of my integral theory series. So stage green is a stage that's about empathy, compassion, civil rights, and caring. These are the core values of this stage. And this stage is part of the field of study of developmental psychology. So I just previously did a video on stage orange, which is a stage that comes before this stage. So I'm going to kind of role play a little bit on what a stage green person would sound like. And this video is a very simplistic, simple, kind of generic version of the stage, because I'm trying to get this video to about 10 minutes. And I may do a video that's much longer so I can go into more detail on this stage and other stages. So without further ado, stage green. Why can't people be more compassionate? Why don't they care as much? We have all these oppressive hierarchies of capitalism and racism and sexism. Why does all this chaos and violence going on? Why can't we just love each other? Why can't everyone just love everybody? Why does there have to be so much greed in the world? People are so cold-hearted. Don't they know that if they do yoga and meditation, that they'll find value in it? They'll feel like they're connected with themselves. Why can't we have deep conversations? Why do they have to be shallow conversations? I want to know about why your world is the way it is. I want to know about your challenges that you've gone through. I want to have relationships that are very emotionally focused so I can feel emotionally more connected to you. I am cautious about what I put in my body, not because I'm trying to be productive to reach a certain goal, but more so I can, because my energy levels are affected by it. I don't care about the rat race. A lot of people that are in the rat race are asleep. They're not woke. Rationality, yes, it probably has a purpose, but what about intuition and the mind-body connection and the good vibes? Now I'll stop the role play there. So as I did the role play, you might be thinking, this sounds like a liberal. Stage green has a lot of values that resonate with the liberal mindset. Stage orange, if you watch that video, you may notice a lot of values with a conservative mindset. Just as an example on how these can show up in political parties. So there's healthy versions of green and there's unhealthy versions of green. Some healthy versions are wanting marginalized voices to be heard, wanting to be compassionate to everybody, having a appreciation for taking care of your body. At stage green, you don't see your body as a machine like you do in stage orange to be productive. In green, you see your body as another source of information. So if you feel pain in your body, you may go to therapy or counseling or do inner healing work to see if there's any trauma that's in your body. Some unhealthy aspects of green are wanting to cancel everybody to the extreme and force political correctness to the extreme. Another unhealthy aspect is being inclusive to everybody that agrees with green values and excluding everyone that doesn't. So people that are racist, homophobic, sexist, they get excluded. They don't deserve the compassion that a person centered in green has. That's how green sees it. Which can cause problems. Because when a person centered in green looks at someone that is behaving and saying things that are racist, sexist, homophobic, they're causing those people to be defensive and to double down. And it may sound like I'm being harder on green than I was being on orange. And this video is so to back it up, my mission and goal on this channel is to not only give you information, and I'm not here to be 100% objective, like a robot just giving you facts. I'm also including integration into these videos, stuff that I'm working on. So you see in real time what it looks like, and you don't just see theories and concepts. You are able to see how they can look and how they often look in real life, including someone that's also working on integrating all these. So, having said that, I am partially biased to stage green because that's the stage that I was in before the stage I'm in now. And when you move up a stage, you tend to have an allergy to the previous stage, which I do. And I also see within myself that I have a lot of green in me. And I have some orange, and I have some amber, and I have some red. You can think of a center of gravity as, for simplicity, 50% being in your one stage, and then 25% being in a stage lower, and 25% being in a stage higher. So when things are going about the same, you tend to be in your center of gravity of 50%. When you feel challenged or stressed or dealing with conflict, you tend to regress to an earlier stage. And when things are going well and you feel like you're on top of the world, you feel like you got everything handled, and you feel like you're doing good, you tend to inch up to a stage higher than your center of gravity. So when I say center of gravity, I'm talking about like 50% of where you mostly reside in. On some of these videos, you may notice that you resonate a little bit with one stage and a little bit with a stage after it and a little bit with a stage before it. And that's the reason why. And to put what I said in context, my center of gravity, I resonate a lot with teal, which is a stage after green. And so making these videos, I notice within myself some of my stage green of wanting to hear everybody out and wanting to make sure I'm not dismissing people. But it's also causing stress within me of not being fully authentically myself. So that's just a little bit of an example of how this integration process looks in real time. Because it's not a perfect, like you're 100% at a stage or 50% at a stage. You tend to cognitively understand a stage, but you still have your emotion and your morals and your communication styles and stuff that are working up to your cognitive level. And this is where this model can get very complex. And when you start to understand it deeper and deeper, you just say, whoa, because you see it all around you. But yeah, for the framework and boundary of stage green, that's why it can seem like I'm being a little bit harsher on green. And that's why. And that's something that I need to work on and that I'm working on and that I notice within myself. And with that, thank you for watching this video on stage green.